Maybe it's just me that does this. I don't know, let me know down in the comments, but anytime I hear a really great quote, I have this notepad on my phone that I add that quote to. And over the years, I've built up probably like 100 quotes that I often refer back to. And so in this video, I want to share the most insightful quotes, the quotes that I'm always reading back on, the quotes that I most want to memorize. I want to share that with you in this video today. The reason I think these quotes I'm going to share with you are so special is because they represent years and even generations of wisdom and insights that's been built up and compounded on top of, to the point that someone was able to articulate such deep and insightful thoughts in a matter of a few words. The reason I think this quote really touched me so much is because it's contrary to what people usually focus on. People usually focus on developing bigger and better goals and raising their ambitions. And this is saying, well, focus on, like, ask yourself, what's your standard? What level will you not allow yourself to go below? Focus on that. It's saying to, it suggests that you are not what you strive for, you are what you will settle for. And if we start defining ourselves by what we're going to settle for, what the absolute lowest we can settle for, I think it will allow us to get much further in life. I think not only do people not see you as you are, but you don't even see yourself as you actually are. I don't see myself as I actually am. I'm constantly learning more and more about myself. And it helps me to realize, like, every single person you meet, every single person you walk by has a different version in their head of who you are than you have of who you are, and furthermore, who you actually are. And so if I find myself feeling offended by something somebody says to me or a perception they have of me, it kind of allows me to, thinking of this quote, reflecting on it, it allows me to ground myself, because I can realize they're not saying those things about who I actually am. They're saying those things about the version of me that they have in their mind, who they think I am. And it kind of softens the blow anytime I let my ego get in the way and I find myself feeling offended. Now, of course, there's a lot of different ways to interpret this. I don't take it 100% literally. I don't say that this is actually the purpose of life. But I would use it as a way to ask yourself, is there more that I could take on? Is there more that I could do while still maintaining my current level of happiness? Or better yet, to increase my level of happiness, to increase my satisfaction and fulfillment in life. It allows me to constantly be adapting and questioning myself. Am I doing too little? Can I do more? And it's kind of grounds me. It allows me to not get too comfortable in life. See, I love this quote because it motivates me to be okay with taking action, knowing that it might not work out, but at least I didn't not do something, and I constantly have to live with the regret of wondering what if. That kind of reminds me of another quote. I don't know, I forget who said it, I didn't look into it, but they basically said, the best thing you can do is to try something and succeed. The second best thing you can do is to try something and fail. And the absolute worst thing that you can do is to do nothing at all. You know, these quotes actually remind me of that quote that you probably heard, which is, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I love quotes. No matter who you are or where you're from, you can't escape sacrifices. So either you choose a sacrifice and ideally you get an outcome that you prefer, or it gets chosen for you and you might not like the outcome. You might not like what happens. You might not like it. Anyone that knows me or has known me for a reasonable amount of time has probably heard me say this quote, because it reinforces my ambition to try new things, to make life exciting, to see what life has to offer. Even when it comes to gaining a skill or taking an opportunity that might seem uncomfortable to me or might seem hard, I just ask myself, do I want to live a boring, dull life, or do I want to make life an adventure? And this is the quote that I've always memorized. I've memorized it for years. This is kind of a philosophy I've embedded into me. Now, like, obviously I still worry about things, but It reinforces my grounding thoughts that if there's a solution, let's focus on the solution. And if there's not a solution, find peace in knowing that no matter what you do, nothing's going to change. As simple of a quote as this is, it's meant a lot to me, and it's a lesson I've learned more into adulthood. Because whenever we meet somebody or we pass somebody, we have a certain judgment we make on them based on our own experiences, based on our own beliefs. And anytime I've judged somebody and I've had the opportunity to actually talk to them, get to know them, either I've gained a level of fondness for them, or at the very least it proves my judgments previously wrong. And so as simple as it is, as kind of cliche as it might sound, it's meant a lot to me, and it's really applicable to me in my everyday life. And hopefully it is for you too. This is probably, I want to say this is my favorite quote out of all of them, because so much, especially when it comes to ourselves, we have assumptions about what we can and cannot do. And oftentimes, we assume we can't do things that we absolutely have the capabilities of doing. And so now, even if I think I can't do something, even if I think I can't play hockey or do something that I usually would never think about doing, I'd at least give it a try. And almost every circumstance, I give it a try, I find out that I'm better and more capable at that thing than I give myself credit for. And at the very worst, challenge your assumptions to prove yourself right. Even if it comes out that you are not good at that thing, or you can't do what you're trying to do, challenge it. Prove yourself right. My philosophy is, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose in action. I'm not gonna just give up. I'm not gonna just not try it. At least try it. Challenge your assumptions and discover your truth. As you may know, this channel is all about the pursuit of self-discovery. And in a kind of a weird roundabout way, a good quote is like the love child of self-discovery. It's the seed that comes from experience and understanding and insight about life. Now that I've shared all my favorite quotes with you, it's time to give them up. I know you got some quotes. I know you got some quotes that you love to reflect on. Let me know down in the comments your favorite ones. I would love to add them to my library if I like them. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, it's as easy as hitting the like button. It's a small task, but it means so much. The way the algorithms work, they want to see you like the video, so give it a like. If you want to see more videos of mine, just click this button right here, and I'll see you over there.